Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I do want to get a weekend energy reading out. I think it's good to kind of maybe have a story, um, just have a look at what the energy is kind of feeling like. But I'm going to do a Celtic cross. So we're going to have a look at, let's just do a Celtic cross and we'll go from there, because I feel that we still need to be really tender with this energy. We need to be tender with the energy. We need to be gentle with ourselves. So, okay. So before we go into the weekend, let's just have a look. What is it that we're going to be discussing? The lovers. These two really are just looking at each other, just really not knowing what to do. This connection is blessed. I believe that they both believe that now. I don't want to say aware. This is about them believing that this connection is blessed. They're quite vulnerable. Well, they're quite vulnerable. They're looking completely stark naked here. So they're feeling exposed and vulnerable. And I believe there might be some brainstorming that needs to go on regarding this connection. Just with the points here as well at the bottom, I think that it's at the point where, you know, this needs to be kind of discussed. This connection is blessed. And they both believe that. Okay, so what is the block then? The Knight of Swords. Confidence. Being able to pursue your desire. To go after your dreams, what you're wanting. I'm not sure what's kind of flying off of his, I don't know what you call it, like the feather, the tassel that's on his helmet, but are they strands of thread? I'm not sure what are flying off here. It looks like a spout, so something's kind of coming out of the top here. Opening up a can of worms is coming to mind. When you open up a can of worms, should we find out what the definition of that is? Let's do it. It's a fiery coming out, and because it looks very earthy, I've just never noticed them before. So let's delve a bit deeper. Sunshine's come out, or it's trying to. Opening up a can of worms. Metaphorically speaking, to open a can of worms is to examine or attempt to solve some problem only to inadvertently complicate it and create even more trouble. Literally speaking, opening a can of worms, as most fishermen can attest, can also mean more trouble than you bargained for. Okay. Well, opening up a can of worms. This is kind of like the energy of, do we go there? Do we do this? It's definitely this point of decision making, I want to say, because I feel they're both believing now in this connection. So this is the energy of, do we do it? It's kind of like, do we charge after our dreams? It's like there could be trouble ahead. But let's have a look at what's gone on in the past. We have the Divine Feminine here, who's in, I want to say, this protective bubble area, security, in safety. She's kind of covered up here, but I believe that they're kind of, I feel that they're spiritual truths being kept safe until the right time, because this is really about the fixed signs, so about being grounded to be able to hear the truth. So there's a feminine energy here who I want to say has been kind of protecting the truth and keeping herself safe. And then we have the masculine energy here who has been fighting with himself. This is just kind of pettiness. Inner boyish turmoil, conflict. I also feel with this card though is that actually no one's really fighting. They're just kind of on guard. So quite guarded here. So I feel this is just an image. This tough exterior, this tough image. But there's conflict within. So that's a past energy. This could be a battling to try and actually kind of get there. Battling with the truth. Okay, battling with the truth, especially as there's this realisation now about understanding how this relationship, this connection is blessed. So in the past, energy has been fighting against this. Stubbornness with the fixed signs, when you won't kind of change your belief systems, what you believe in. Let's look at the current energy. So I feel as if this past energy is a lot about more trouble than it's worth. Present energy, we'll take that one and them too. Present energy is unconditional love now. So this is the remembrance. This is remembering like the connection. There's belief here now. So it's like the fighting is kind of, the battle's done, it's over. Unconditional love is the current energy, like the pennies dropped. Understanding the intensity of this connection. Ace of Cups with the Ace of Wands. The passion. So this is when the universe, they aren't major arcanas, but they are the opportunity that the universe does give you. The opportunity of unconditional love. It's like the love of a lifetime. Not just that, but with the, I want to say the passion, the romance. And I feel like it's been ignited. Let's find out with this final, the Star. So we had this yesterday about the, like the divine masculine being sparked by the star's light, but it's about being the star of the show. But I feel because it's both of them, it's about being on the same page, the same. It's the same thought process that's going on now. It's like they're in agreement that there is the opportunity here for unconditional love. There's the opportunity for passion, adventure, and also the opportunity for all your dreams to come true. It's really this time of kind of make a wish, because it's all here. Future energy. Let's look into the weekend. Surrender. I feel that this is kind of like, my ankle just clicked. I feel it's like a, something just clicked. This is kind of opposing goals here, opposite ends of the field, if you want to look at it like that. But this is fighting, and then there's kind of surrendering and walking away here, not wanting to participate anymore. I feel here as if the masculine looks quite cheeky. He's kind of collected up whatever he can. He's walking away. These other guys can't really win. And I believe that he's feeling quite cheeky. I don't feel sneaky, cheeky, because he knows what he's got the realisation of what's in store for him. So I believe that over the weekend, this could really be about surrendering and wrapping up and walking away from situations that no longer serve, or situations that could get in the way of this manifesting. And when you believe in something, I don't believe that anything can get in your way. So what's kind of going on behind the scenes that's not known about? What's kind of hidden here? That's how I want to kind of word this today, this position. So what's kind of going on behind the scenes that we're not aware of? The Page of Pentacles, there's a masculine here with his face kind of screwed up with a pentacle in the air. He is the messenger. This is about actually putting the ball into motion. To get things rolling. What else is here? Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles, to get the legacy going. So behind the scenes, I want to say is he thinks a long time, this Page of Pentacles. So if he's planning on actually, I want to say, coming forth with his ideas, because there is this need for opening up that can of worms and going there. But what you find is going to be your legacy. But it takes a while for the Page of Pentacles to... It's about courage and bravery and being certain and sure, because the page is about working here. So this is a certainty about this message will create. I want to say it sets off the prophecy, because it's a blessed connection which is believed in. It's the legacy that you're looking for. Okay. So how is, I don't know whether it's a feminine or masculine, I feel very much kind of the masculine this is about, coming forward, but how is the viewer viewing themselves? Single, independent, confident, sure. He's got all his ducks in line, his cups. He's ready for the Ten of Cups. He's like waiting smugly again. So he's just waiting for the right time. But it looks like here he has got his independence. How others are viewing him, how this is affecting others. It's like he's been delivered the promised land. This is like all his wishes have come true. The Ace of Pentacles as well. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So the universe is offering the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands with the Star. That's the current energy. So that's more based on love, passion, and actually, you know, wanting your dreams to come true. As a result, the abundance come in. It's kind of like you get the promised land. How can you kind of not walk away from this behaviour when all this is being offered to you? Just waiting, like, really for that penny to drop right into your lap, I want to say. It's like the penny dropped that true love was the key. To be emotionally fulfilled is the key to abundance, to feeling abundant. Let's have a look at any hopes or fears here. Planning stage, got the world in his hand and the rod. It really is just here about whether or not he actually goes for it. The Divine Masculine. He knows that he's feeling secure himself. He's rod's down. So I feel that the it's securely, I want to say stapled. I don't know why, but it's secure. So I'm feeling he's quite fixed on his ideas. We spoke about the fixed sign. Fixed signs here, as in when you decide to do something, you kind of stick to it. But I feel that there's been this change around, and now the Divine Masculine is fixed on offering this to the Divine Feminine. He has the rod in the hand. He's got the world as well. So it's just waiting. There's an understanding here that to achieve more is to allow this connection. Outcome, time for a celebration. It's like time to be happy. It's time to celebrate, and I want to say your connection. Tower, time to be addressed. So, you open up a can of worms here. The universe is saying, well, this connection, seeing as it's a major arcana, okay, it needs to be dealt with. The universe is kind of putting it, I want to say, into the forefront of your mind. Or it needs to come now to the front of your mind to be dealt with. But the universe is saying the Tower's here. You have to deal with the aftermath of a situation. It's time to clear things up. Okay, interesting. Should we clarify? Yeah, let's clarify. What should we clarify with? Okay, let's have a look. Let's use the Druid Craft Tarot. If they want to come out to play. Let's check out the Lovers. Okay. Six of Wands. I said about believing in the connection now. It's kind of like believing in each other and understanding how this connection is blessed. It's where you'll feel your worthiness. In a way, this feels as if it's kind of like a gift that you can't really refuse to accept. This is where you're really going to feel your worthiness, especially for the masculine energy. Recognition and reward. I want to say recognising the Divine Feminine, and then I want to say it's about rewarding yourself now, as in the Divine Masculine's energy, but does he go charging in? Because it's the block. Passion is ignited again. So I feel that the Divine Masculine very much wants to send a message. The Eight of Wands is travel, relocation, comes in great with this wanting to charge after your desires, but he needs to take that leap of faith to the other side. I think it's about something about catching him at the right time, or catching that wand in the moment. Because the wand looks like a javelin stick to me, so being thrown, and I feel as if this stag is going to kind of, I don't know, jump in mid-air and kind of grab that. So I feel it's waiting for the right time with the sun here. So it's kind of like waiting for the perfect moment to do this, to take that leap onto the horse maybe. So it doesn't feel very negative there. It just feels it's just waiting for the perfect opportunity. So in the past, the Divine Feminine's been protected here by Divine, and the Divine Masculine has been going through inner conflict, petty battling, and I want to say battling against this connection. Not refusing to see it, I want to say battling against a connection. But it doesn't feel like it's really influenced the Divine Feminine. She's just kind of stayed within her. She stayed within the elements. So she's tried to remain within her element. So really working on her own energy to stay stable, I want to say, whilst this kind of conflict's been going on. I want to say around her energy field as well. So it's like it's not penetrating her energy field. In the past we've got the Two of Swords. We have this at a crossroads. So I feel here as if the Divine Feminine is blindfolded and she's kind of waiting for guidance to be told or shown which path to go down. But there is this at a crossroad, not allowing anything else to really influence you and waiting for divine guidance. I'm going to pull one for the masculine's energy here. Or two. Moving on. And the Prince of Wands. So I believe that he was actually really quite conflicted about moving on, especially as it looks like two calmer waters, or maybe the unknown. And then we have the Prince of Wands here. This is definitely battling with moving on, following your passions. It's like kind of being charged up, defensive. And I really feel as if this is about being really mixed up with pent up, passionate energy. It's like everyone has a passion for something, but it feels a very pent up energy, very egotistical. And I feel this masculine just wants a quiet life, but he's kind of competing against it. So the present energy is the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Star card. I mean, they're pretty fantastic cards to have. So let's have a look. This is the current energy, Three of Pentacles. There's a masculine here, he's putting his head down and he's working on something. Everyone looks like they're maybe a little bit intrigued on what he is doing. But it looks like he's working on this connection. Unconditional love, being passionate. I want to say, because this is just an energy of being loving and passionate and actually going after your dreams and desires, making it happen. This working together with like-minded people. He does only really seem to have his pussycat with him. So he may be working quite solitude, but not feeling alone. Because I feel that this energy will be walked away. So anyone that maybe was hindering the divine masculine, they were passionate in their own way, but it wasn't really kind of the environment that he was looking for. He's looking for something a bit more calm and solitude and peaceful. So the surrender card here is letting people go. Yeah, it's time to deal with it. So maybe over the weekend, the divine masculine is going to be kind of, could be causing a few tower moments, because the energy at the moment is making this happen. That's his kind of main focus now. He believes in this connection. He's going to make it happen. So the Tower, dealing with anyone getting in the way. Behind the scenes, planning the legacy. The Page of Pentacles is the planning card. He's been a student, he's been studying, and he wants to put them plans into action, but there needs to be some prepping here. It's like he's kind of cracking on with it. So let's get a card for this. He's examining it very closely. I think he's looking at it from all angles. It's the legacy. I want to say it's the possibility, it's the opportunity. The Star. And I believe that this is seeing the value within the divine feminine. I want to say seeing her part in this, the key, because she's in the current energy with unconditional love. This passion's being ignited. And then behind the scenes energy is the Page of Pentacles, okay? So planning, studying on how to create this legacy. But this is the Star here, creating all them dreams to come true. And the divine feminine has something to do with it, most definitely. But I feel she's been protected. Behind the scenes, no, it isn't. This is how the divine masculine's viewing himself. Well, behind the scenes, okay? Happy, optimistic, seeing those dreams. It's a single independent energy. He's got his arms crossed. So it really is just up to him when he uncrosses those arms and goes for the Ten of Cups. It's being offered. The last cup remaining is being offered here. Five of Swords, again, it's a surrender. So I feel that this is maybe growing up now, maturing, leaving the old boy in the past. Going on to the Ten of Cups, which means there's a maturity that you can share your life and your love with another. And then we have the Princess of Pentacles, where I feel as if the Divine Feminine here has lots of ideas. She can kind of see the future. It's like she's looking into the star energy here. She can see the future. And I want to say that she is actually going to see the change in the Divine Masculine. This is how he's feeling. So he's feeling organised, grown up, matured, and I believe that this is what the Divine Feminine's going to be seeing, and he knows this. There's definitely been this maturity. How this is affecting others, or just really the Divine Masculine's environment. This is about being very, I'm going to say about being lucky, but is there any such thing as luck, or have you just put in the work? Others may see you as lucky, but they don't really kind of know what's gone on behind the scenes. But this is people viewing the Divine Masculine as being very fortunate. Yeah, a King of Wands, passionate. This is really about all the Divine Masculine streams coming true. I said here there was this worthiness that he's feeling regarding the Divine Feminine. And I feel that now that he believes in the Divine Feminine and himself, and about creating and being able to have all your wishes come true in this lifetime, I think that's going to be reflecting, and how others are going to be seeing him is, oh, I felt as if people are actually going to be really happy for him, as if it was kind of time that his luck changed, so that he was worthy of this. And I believe the Divine Masculine knows this as well, but there's definitely, I feel that there's this energy about other men around, and the Divine Masculine's worth. And it's kind of like he turns up with this, and they're like, wow. The Two of Wands. So he's got the world in his hands, and he's got his rod to offer. He's feeling secure enough, but this is hopes or fears. He hasn't quite done it yet. So let's have a look. Yeah, to the Divine Feminine, the Nine of Pentacles. He just needs to reach out to the Divine Feminine. She's making that move, and I want to say offering the Divine Feminine the world. Outcome, celebrating the Divine Feminine. Look how she's kind of being highlighted here. I feel that she's going to kind of be pulled out from the crowd. So, time for a celebration. The world, again. It's like she is something worth protecting. She's treasure. She's like the star here. Well, we've seen the star, haven't we? What's the song I'm singing? I had a picture of you in my mind. Okay. Don't know the rest of the words of that song. It's about having a picture of you in my mind all along. It really is a dream come true here. So I feel as if how the Divine Masculine wants to portray himself is obviously, you know, who he chooses as a partner. Our decisions kind of reflect our choices, don't they? And I want to say, you know, this will reflect him and what he's worth via his Divine Feminine. Interesting reading. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Cups again. This is one's man, well, maybe lots of men's, but yeah, I believe that this Divine Feminine is a lot of men's wish. It would be their wish, dream come true. And it looks like the Divine Masculine has this all to himself. That's how the reading's coming out. Wow. Okay. Let's pull some oracle. It's a bit more upbeat, isn't it? It's like being proud of your missus. Sorry. But it's like the missus being proud of the mister. So it's really just kind of Mr. and Mrs. Okay. What am I using? Messages from your angels. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. Isabella. In answer to your question, yes, this situation is everything that you hoped it would be. It is still a good idea to keep your eyes open and pray for angelic assistance along the way. Even ideal situations require adjustments as you move forward. However, we angels foresee smooth sailing with this decision. The opportunity is even more favourable because of the timing. Several pieces of the puzzle have now fallen into place. You have also learned some invaluable lessons that have prepared you. Your patience has paid off, and now is the time for you to reap the rewards. Take bold steps while listening to the wise guidance of your heart as you move forward fearlessly. Athena, it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as yourself. And I really hear this is about, I really feel that here is about seeing the divine masculine, divine feminine in their power. And I want to say the third energy, the power that they create together. It's going to be mind-blowing. But it was kind of part of the deal is that the divine masculine and divine feminine were recognised, and this connection be recognised, because then it will inspire others to want the same for themselves. So let's look at Athena. You have been afraid of your own power. You have worried that others would disapprove of you or leave you if you allowed your true power to shine. You have also been concerned that you might abuse your power and that your masculine energy would become unbalanced. I'm here to help you reveal your power to yourself and others in a way that enhances your relationships, self-esteem, and life purpose. Your power comes from love, from God. You who are made in the image. That's interesting, seeing as I had a picture of you in my mind. Oh, I said, Isabella, sorry, yes, the timing is right. Let me finish the reading. You who are made in the image and like, am I holding up the right card? Yes. You who are made in the image and likeness of your Creator have unlimited power within you right now. You aren't capable of abusing your power because your heart chakra has opened like a flower in bloom. Think of a person whom you admire, who is both powerful and balanced in their masculine and feminine energies. Such power is beautiful. It also amplifies your spiritual healing and psychic gifts. You are a strong and powerful light worker, and God needs you to accept and reveal your power. I want to say that the divine masculine and divine feminine are the power source of each other, and when they're kind of together, it's quite explosive. It's like really when dreams can come true. And people don't believe until they see it. They don't understand that you see it when you believe it. But some do need to see it to believe it. Let's leave that one now. I'm going to get, let's pull an energy card. I feel a little bit floppy. They're like really flexible. Maybe that's the word. I don't know. They're bending. We've got the third chakra. Okay, this is good because this is to do with the willpower and the determination. It's kind of like the chariot energy. So card number 37. Emotions of desire and life force energy. The powerful Archangel Shamal is holding a beautiful sphere of golden light at the solar plexus, which is the location of your third chakra and the center of your life force energy. Just reminds me of this here being held, this pentacle. The issues here revolve around emotions of desire and your personal energy. When the card appears upright, it indicates that an increased enthusiasm is present or soon to be on its way. This is a great time to move toward the completion of your desires. Your life force is vibrating with power and resonance, and your soul is calling you to direct your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. This angel of power is with you now, so go for it. Wow. This is time to move towards the completion of your desires, and your life force is vibrating with power and resonance. I felt that there was this resonance here between the divine masculine and the divine feminine regarding their mission and how strong their power is. I want to get another one. Victory. $28. Success and achievement. This card shows a beautiful spirit holding a golden victory wreath in acknowledgement of your achievement. Success is on its way, and you have a sense of pride in what you've worked to accomplish. The achievement may be a great outer success, or it may be a deep inner change that you've been exerting a lot of effort toward. Enjoy this sense of accomplishment, but be careful not to rest upon your laurels. People expect outer triumph to bring great changes, but often there may still be inner work to do. Let yourself be open to victory on every level now. What I felt here is as if the divine masculine, I don't want to say it has been bragging, okay, but because he knows his worth, and I want to say has been working on his divine masculineness and knows that he can attract to him a divine feminine. There may be others kind of not believing this. And I believe this is kind of like, be careful, because it said people expect outer triumph to bring great changes. So it may be that they're wanting to see this, to kind of believe it. Actually, I believe that's a force to be reckoned with is the video that's got kind of like 15,000 views on it that I done. And that was touching on that, is that actually it needs to be seen, to be believed. The energy force that the divine masculine and divine feminine produce together, the power. It's okay to speak about it, and it's different to actually witness that and see it. So that's interesting that that's kind of come in with a video that seems to have been, you know, quite popular out there on that topic. Okay, did I finish reading it all? No. The achievement may be a great outer success, or it may be a deep inner change that you've been exerting a lot of effort toward. Enjoy this sense of accomplishment, but be careful not to rest upon your laurels. People expect outer triumph to bring great changes, but often there may still be inner work to do. Let yourself be open to victory on every level now. Maybe I had read it, but it doesn't hurt to go over it again, does it? I want to get one more. Ooh, cornucopia. In comes the abundance, card number 11. I want to say, because we're looking at kind of like the 11-11, the divine masculine, divine feminine energy coming together, okay, to create this. With the Four of Wands, if we were looking at the 11-11 card, that's about creating an impact in your community, about showing the way. living life to the full, I want to say, enjoy. So we've got cornucopia, card number 11. And I said about how people will view kind of this is a dream come true, wishes coming true, being lucky. So I feel here about, it's really that maybe the divine masculine feeling as if he's kind of like the luckiest man in the world. Seeing as we've got the world card and it's protecting the divine feminine. It's like she is the centre of his world, or what makes his world operate. So we've got cornucopia, wishes fulfilled. We've had the divine masculine twice come up with wishes fulfilled. With the tower, the underlying energy is wishes fulfilled. It's time to go after it. And we had the just a maturity here. It's like a man's worth. Okay, let's read cornucopia. An abundant harvest and great blessings are waiting for you, and you may even find all of your wishes fulfilled. Wow, imagine that. Everything your heart desired fulfilled. This cornucopia of gifts from the universe can come in the form of financial riches, job fulfillment, romantic love, or all of the above. I quite like that since we got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. When you receive the cornucopia upright, you know that you've done important work and it's about to pay off. The seeds you planted in your energy and in your life are ready to be harvested in some significant ways. Get ready, for a great feast of abundant values is being prepared for you now, and Spirit is applauding all of your efforts. Okay, so let's have a look at the shadows, Oracle of Shadows and Light. I want to kind of move on to maybe, kind of some weekend energy now, because it looks like there is some tower moments. Things need to be kind of finalised and wrapped up, I feel, over the weekend. Okay, we've got two. They want to come out. Witch at the end of the world. Considering we've got the World card twice with the Divine Feminine here. The World card is about, I've got ringing in my ears as I say that. The World card is about wrapping up cycles completely so that a new enlightened, you're allowing this new opportunity, this new abundant story, adventure, way of living to be. So let's look at the Witch at the end of the world. And I want to say, in a realisation about being like a change agent for the world, being this good role model. So card number 45, I know it's the last card in the deck. Okay. An important end and a new beginning. About the witch at the end of the world. Storms fly about her, electrical whips crack through the heavy air, and their bites of fire. And I'm going to have to start again. Storms fly about her, electrical whips crack through the heavy air with their bites of fire, and she sits among them, hugging her hourglass, holding everything together, till the force creating the change has done its work. When the witch at the end of the world makes her appearance in a spread or divination casting, you will know that something's time has come. There can be no more delaying, for the change has begun. So the best thing for you to do now is prepare for this change. Find solutions to challenges that will come up when the change comes. You will be fine, by the way, and all will be well, but there will be a time of seeming chaos. And difficulty. If you are prepared and ready to let go and change and let something end, the little witch's countdown will not affect you as it will affect others who refuse to acknowledge that changes are coming and become fearful at their inevitable approach. There is nothing to fear, but plenty to prepare for. You will be safe and well and very ready to embrace the new world. The witch at the end of the world speaks. I am not wicked, but I am a witch, and changes are made when the world bends and shifts. I said my cards felt bendy, didn't I? Okay. I changed it to flexible. Just sort this bit of hair out. Maybe it's at the back. Okay. I hold this hourglass up to you now so you know that the time for an ending is almost upon us. You can see the signs all about you. The strange weather, the hurricanes, the cyclones. The earth changes all about us, but so many simply say I am wicked for showing you this. They blame me for what they call the catastrophes and they ignore the signs. They are with you and it is time to be ready. We are all about to experience a huge change and it will be for the better. But while we hold on to the old, the storms will blast us and the land will shift and self-healing will look like destruction. The divination message. Experience an important and significant rearrangement of life on a personal or global level, affecting power sources, systems and relationships, changes in law, legal systems, the economy, and values and beliefs. There may be a need to be able to live more simply and in harmony with nature. There is nothing to be frightened of, only a voyage to weather, and you'll make it through to the other side of the storm. The changes are part of our journey to a fifth dimensional world, of the shift to a more peaceful planet where shadows and light are loved and accepted. All is well, and the little witch will keep the world safe till we reach the other side of these changes. All is well, all is well, all is well. Okay. It spoke here twice. I'm going to mention it because it is intriguing me. Because one of your personal readings that I done for one of you out there, I'm not going to say any names, you'll know who you are, but you haven't watched your video, and you kind of brought a thunderstorm over my house, and the whole reading is about your energy and you being slightly afraid of your energy force. So I don't know whether there's any apprehension of you wanted to know, but now maybe you don't, but you have a very strong power that does need to be balanced out, or it did. You might have done this all on your own without watching the video, but it was the most powerful video and message that I've ever put out, that you caused a thunderstorm over my house. I haven't watched back the video. I don't watch back the personal videos. I watch back the collective videos. But once I do your personal, I don't go over and check it. That's the message and it's to you. And I suppose in a way it stays kind of secret because I can't remember unless you kind of try and jog my memory on what it's quite fascinating to. I've been doing this lately actually, going back to people that I done a reading for, the beginning of the year and kind of saying to them, what did I say to you? Because I don't remember. So I'm quite tempted to watch this video myself to see what I actually said to you. But there was a force, you have a very strong ability that you need to balance if you haven't already. But that really reminded me of it. And I've got goosebumps saying it. So I have to say out loud and kind of say to you, might be worth having a watch of your video, but you have a very strong force that I have not felt. Wow. Yeah. Anyway, so I might actually watch your video and see what it is that I said to you. And hopefully you might be able to, if you want to, feel the need. But that I'm kind of giving you a bit of an idea of what your video is if you're kind of scared, because I felt in the reading you were very scared of your power. You knew how strong it was, and it's about how to use it. Okay, I'm going to get on with this. Voodoo in blue, back off. It's fine, don't watch the video. It's all good. Okay, I'm messing. You don't have to watch it. I might, because I'm really intrigued to know what I said to you. Because it's been kind of bothering me. It's like, okay, the only person that hasn't really watched their video. I know of one other person who hasn't watched their video, but I know why. And that's cool. And I've had communication with that person. So, 22. It's like 11:11. The message is back off. About Voodoo in Blue. This fairy is letting you know that it's time to back off from a person or situation that is not in your best interests. That's cool. I feel like it's attached to this power. Okay, I don't need to know more. I don't even need to watch the video. I just want to kind of say, whoever it is, okay. They're a bit confused about their energy. This fairy is letting you know that it's time to back off from a person or situation that is not in your best interest. I did wonder this with this energy, whether you were in my best interest or whether you were putting dark energy over, because there was a little bit of voodoo going on in there, I felt. Whether you use this magic for the good or the bad. But I'm not sure whether it was a harmless energy. It was a different energy. So, I'm just putting it out there. And that you may need to be brave and stop being so welcoming of what you actually do not want. So this blue fairy waving her voodoo doll is letting you know very clearly that you now must tell someone to take a step back. You know you have been overriding your instincts with what seems rational, with misguided desire to help and befriend someone who may not be particularly good for you. Voodoo in Blue doesn't mind if she looks a bit nasty when she gives the back off message. She'd rather she was loud and clear so that the person pushing her buttons leaves quickly. So she wants you to start trusting your instincts, to start valuing being honest above being nice. Yeah, you do feel like you need to stay away from someone and to tell that person clearly to stay away from you. And Voodoo in Blue stepping forward to speak with you confirms that your hunches have been ever so right. So I don't know if I'm touching on something here, and whether it's it didn't scare me. Your energy didn't scare me. It's just powerful. You brought a thunderstorm over my house. My fear, the only fear that I have really left, is thunderstorms and lightning. And you brought it above my house, and I don't think I flinched one bit. So I imagine it's as innocent as anything. But there is this energy, so I don't know if you've kind of got some kind of beef with me. But it's not really going to affect me. I believe my light is just as strong as your darkness. It's like you kind of met your match. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But I know that something feels off about it. So maybe you had a change of heart. Who knows? Let's hope so. Because that negativity is not good. That's not good for you to hold on to. Divination message. You need someone to back off. I'm going to make up my words now. I'm getting used to putting people in line now. I think we have to. Okay, so. You need someone to back right off and give you space. You are not liking them and you are not welcoming them, and you need to be very clear and straight about that. Despite all your desires to be a loving and lovely person. Detach from whatever it is that's giving you so much, grief, by asking whatever and whoever it is that is irritating you, draining you, or pushing your buttons to leave you be for the moment. Be respectful and kind, yet cool at first, but if good intentions are mistaken for a new invitation, be very clear and say, away. Stop being so nice that you send very mixed messages. It's banishing time. I think we can all take on that kind of, we want to help people, but we're definitely not here to kind of be energy manipulated or to be frightened or scared of an energy. So just be careful of who you are kind of offering your help to. Oh, the voice is kind of wanting to be quiet, as if I want to be hushed. It will never happen. Okay. Let's get a chakra card. Impartiality. Impartiality. Oh, I thought there was two. There's only one. This is about seeing things from the other person's kind of perspective. Where's the book? Here it is. Bahana Beige. I Quietly listen, allowing you to colour your own palette. Bahana is the wise dictator from the town of Beige. She is known for settling disputes fairly. One day, two neighbours are arguing about what colour to paint their fence. Bahana gives each of them a can of paint and instructs them to paint their side of the fence, the colour that the other neighbour wants. She knows that when they can colour their world in the love of their neighbour's eye, they will understand and accept one another. Inspiration. Take an impartial look at your situation. The action here is to listen and observe. Personal inquiry. If I step back from my present situation, what do I see? Can I be neutral? Neutral position. Allowing things to unfold. Standing in another's shoes. Uplifted communication. Keywords are guide, open-minded and fairness. So the meditation. As a mist forms, take a few deep breaths. Bahana Beige beckons you into the mist. When you are ready, allow her energy and knowledge in. If something happens, then allow it to happen, but you are to follow, not lead. Nothingness is the goal. Open your eyes when you are ready and thank Bahana for reminding you to be with yourself. Okay. We have a mixture of people on the channel. Lots of different viewpoints, lots of different opinions. I just really want to try and help all. But I believe that we all need to kind of take a step back and try and put ourselves into other people's kind of situations and be a bit more compassionate and understanding and loving and not so judgmental towards others. Okay. I don't know why I'm saying that, but it's being said. Okay, let's get this reading wrapped up. I'm going to focus on the journey of love. I suppose it's interesting that I'm kind of talking about all the comments that are kind of put onto that video. I was saying it's a force to be reckoned with. What happens when somebody wants to try and, you know, reckon with it? Okay, let's get a journey of love. Seed of the Heart, card number 25. Within each one of us is a divine seed of love waiting to blossom into fullness. We don't always know what type of blossom we shall be, however, and sometimes if we try to figure it out in advance, the blossoming itself can cause us anxiety, pain or fear because it is taking us in an unknown, unexpected direction. We may even fear that the direction we are heading is away from our life path and purpose, as if that were even possible. The seed in the heart arises as guidance when we are unfolding in a new manifestation of the divine light within. It comes as encouragement to trust, to surrender, to allow and to be as open, unthinking, and ready for the unexpected as possible. A plant just needs the right conditions to grow healthy. And if you have ever seen a blade of grass pushing up through a crack in a pavement, then you'll know that when something is meant to grow to the light, it will do so, even against the most apparently insurmountable odds. This oracle brings you guidance. The right conditions are being brought to you, the most perfect support for your own divine blossoming. Trust. Know that the seed in your heart knows how to grow, and life supports it. It is also a sign that something in your relationships is sprouting, a new energy. Don't be afraid to try new ways of relating now, as your life energy supports it. Okay, here's the poem. When sky can imagine the dark awake, in awe light pervades and bears the vast tranquil mystery, softly caressing the blue bold birth. I feel as if we're all here to be someone, and we know that, okay, we're all here for a purpose. And when our time's here, our time's here. And I think you'll find the light no matter what. I don't really believe, that we just have people that can see the light, maybe look at it from other people's, point of view, perception. And there's a lesson for all of us, I believe, to be learnt within our situations. Okay. Let's end on a Rumi card. Okay, let's get this reading wrapped up, because it's kind of taken a bit of a turn towards the ending part. Commitment. 31. I'm not even sure if I've had this card before. The awakened heart is like a lantern. Keep it sheltered from the turbulence of the winds of desire. Rumi. We are candles lit by the one great flame. The breath of life does not extinguish us. On the contrary, it only serves our flame to blaze brighter. Here in the temple of one love, there is no flickering or smoke to our flame. We are natural in our purpose, simply to bring the warmth and light of love to life. We dance, though we are stillless. We are on fire, though we do not burn. There is a flame that must be safeguarded. In truth, it can never be extinguished. It is the light that never goes out. Even with such enduring power, our recognition and respect of this flame is essential to human development. This flame is holy and lies within each human heart. When the flame is recognised for its worth, it ceases to flicker and smoke becoming very still. It ceases to flicker and smoke becoming very still. In the stillness, the light can fulfill its destiny to shine brightly, so as to reveal every path, absolutely clear and without wavering in the fluctuations of fear and attachment. Desire does not have to be a hindrance on the path. It can show us our passions and help us find our purpose. However, the attachment that can come with desire, the belief that it can be sated only with one particular person, one set of circumstances, can cause us to stop looking at what the light is revealing to us, the way forward on our path in the here and now, and instead try to forcibly conjure the shadows to become what we imagine they should be. When we stop seeing life as it is, showing up for us every moment and engaging with it as it is, we can become careless with the light of the heart. Our huffing and puffing to force what does not need to be forced can cause the heart light to flicker and waver. This can make our way seem uncertain, and doubts can crowd in upon us as the light is compromised in its purpose. We forget to trust in what is because we get caught up in attachment and fear surrounding other desires. Rather than letting life move us, we try to move life. There is a way forward on your life path that needs to be seen by you now. It will be helpful for you to have that clarity and that certainty. You might have already caught a glimpse of it, but be doubting your vision or yourself. This oracle comes as a reminder to you, don't doubt. What you are feeling deep within the passionate love of your heart light is true. It is real. You are being led into it by the progress of life itself. You must trust in this, even if it seems at times as though you are being led away from the vision. Life operates according to a genius that is beyond a linear approach. It is to be trusted rather than understood. There is enough challenge in the personal transformation being asked of you to simply take the steps. That is more than enough. You do not have to also create or control the terrain, not determine the map for the journey. You simply need to take each step that presents itself to you in each moment. Don't let the fear that your desire won't manifest cause you to try to bend life to your will. It is an unnecessary battle, and one that will not serve your soul here. Instead, just show up, be present, attend to what is before you in each moment, and trust yourself. Let the light of the heart take you into serenity that will bring you the balm of a solid core of comfort, even whilst the world shifts and changes according to the workings of divine will. As you move along your life journey step by step, that divine will is moving you too, shining one into fulfillment of your destiny. Life is not working at cross purposes with you, far from it. It is a co-conspirator. Is that how you say it? Conspirator. A co-conspirator with your heart. Come back to the stillness of the love within and know your heart light to be what it is, reliable and true, showing you the way even now, in peace and stillness. It says, if you can light a candle, please do so. If that is not practical, simply visualize or imagine a flame in your mind's eye. If you cannot do that easily, then simply say, I call upon the sacred flame of divine love now. Then say aloud, the light of my heart does not waver. It is fixed by the will of the divine and lit by the greatest flame, forever alight in the temple of one love. Rumi, who safeguards the sacred flame of love, together may we bear serene witness to the revelation of the light within, that the way always be shown pure and true, and the courage to act when needed and the patience to best serve love is found within our hearts. So be it. You have finished your sacred honouring ritual. If you did light a candle, you may like to leave it burning for a time, under supervision, or simply with reverence extinguish it. Okay. I've got some Lovers Oracle. I love you more today than yesterday, but less than tomorrow. This is a love that is so strong. It will just keep growing and evolving. And I want to say that is really the kind of the realisation of this and the belief in this love. I love you more today than yesterday, but less than tomorrow. Sometimes the heart sees what the eyes cannot. So really it's just coming down to matters of the heart. I was asked yesterday to give the description of the Lover's card by someone. They kind of said, what does the Lover's card mean? And really the definition I just kind of come up with was it's a choice that you have to make from the heart. This is a very special connection, and you're gonna have to go deep in, get vulnerable, and I want to say go to the core of the situation, which is the heart of the matter. Okay, I'm going to get one more. So sometimes the heart sees what the eyes cannot, but you just feel it. Love is like a storm. It is fresh and cleansing. It is natural and essential. It is powerful and fulfilling, and nothing can get in its way. Okay, let's leave it there. Really do feel like this is kind of coming on with like this the reading of A Force to Be Reckoned With. Okay, so love is like a storm. It is fresh and cleansing. It is natural and essential. It is powerful and fulfilling, and nothing can get in its way. Guys, I wish you a beautiful, lovely, sunshiny weekend. I will catch up with you soon, but until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.